Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Hello there, welcome to another exciting episode of We Talk, your go to source for the latest news and events happening in and around the city. I'm your host, Aurelia Afrikaner, as you all might know, and very much thrilled to always be with you guys today. As you all know, we always have much to bring to you guys, but we'll start with Talk of the Town to see what's happening in and around the cities. But let's take a quick trip to the marketplace before we head into Talk of the Town.
Steel Africa, your number one steel merchandiser. With branches in Windhoek, Walvis Bay, Swakopmund, and Tsumeb.
President Nangolo Bumba told SWAPO delegates and candidates for the ruling party pod that Namibians want jobs and carefree lives. He opened the party's college this weekend.
The job of the comrades who are elected at this college will not only be about representing the SWAPO party in the National Assembly. Crucially, they must work hard to achieve people-centered development and to ensure that we move closer to victory during the second struggle of economic liberation of all our Namibian people. Your top priority is to ensure that the SWAPO party is returned to power by getting a resounding mandate to govern Namibia for the next 5 years. Your other top priority, which is also a very high priority, is to make sure that you can just read the next slide. That, among everything else, that Comrade Nandi Ndaitwah is elected as the next and the first female president of the Republic. You did not hear that properly. Our top priority and the serious priority is to make sure that our presidential candidate, Comrade Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, is elected as the next and first female president of the Republic.
The third annual Matutura Cultural Festival took place in Swakopmund over the weekend. The festival is aimed to strengthen cultural diversities in Swakop while sharing cultural cuisines and experience. Swakopmund Mayor Dina Namubes shares more.
Diversity that defines our beautiful town of Swakopmund. Our town, like many across Namibia, is home to a vibrant mix of cultural backgrounds, each contributing to the unique tapestry that we proudly share. Ladies and gentlemen, today we honor the vision that began in 2022 here in the heart of Matutura, a vision to not only promote unity, but to preserve and celebrate the distinct heritage of every cultural group within our community and to educate the youth about Namibia's rich cultural heritage. The first Swakopmund Cultural Festival held from 30 September to 1st of October in 2022 marked the beginning of a new chapter for our town. With the participation of 10 different cultural groups, namely the Oshiherero, the Cultured Bastard, Botswana, Oshiwambo, Davango, Ovahimba, Zambesian, Nama, and Damara. We were able to create a platform where tradition, art, food, and performances converged offering an impressive experience for all. This festival became more than just an event. It was a reflection of who we are as a people and the values we stand for.
The African Union annual Micro, Small, Medium-Sized Enterprises Forum kicked off at Windhoek Country Club this week. The forum ends on Friday and aims to accelerate the growth of MSMEs in African continental free trade areas.
If you don't train them, don't blame them. So capacity building is at the root of this whole thing. Lelouk just got the first certificate of origin, 001, to trade under guided trade initiative. The first of its kind coming out of Nigeria. And I dare say, the academy Lelouk has is the first of its kind in the entire Africa. So, I will come from the standpoint of training. A lot of youths don't even know what AFCTA stands for. And unless you raise an army of skilled personnel in various fields of endeavor, this whole thing is going to be a dream. So my advice to this congregation is train, train, train. And training has helped Lelouk to position itself. We have a 10-year strategic plan on what is going to happen with AFCTA.
NamPower has signed a $1.4 billion contract with China International Economic and Technical Operation in a joint venture with Chin New Energy Development. It is a significant milestone as the largest NamPower-owned solar project to date will mean a brighter future for all, he says. Listen to NamPower Senior Mayor for
International Economic and Technical Cooperation and Chin New Energy Development joint venture. NamPower management in attendance, the project team, members of the media, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today marks a significant milestone as we gather here for the signing ceremony of the engineering, procurement and construction contract for the construction of the 100 megawatt Rospina solar PV power plant. I therefore would like to accord you all a warm welcome to NamPower and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be part of this momentous occasion in the expansion of power generation in the Namibian energy sector, which symbolizes our pledge to investing in renewable energy, innovation, and a brighter future for all.
Will be the biggest in the country and will advance our efforts towards achieving self-sufficiency. At this point, I would like to hand over to Mr. Jan Deng, representative from the joint venture, to give us a statement.
Good morning, Mr. Hallock and everyone here. Thank you all for being here with us today. My name is Deng Ye, the Managing Director of China Jiangxi International Namibia. China Jiangxi International was founded in 1983, and since then, we have successfully delivered over 600 international engineering projects across more than 50 countries. Those projects range from high-rise buildings, roads, bridges, and water conservancy to airports, stadiums, and the power project. For 20 years now, we have been listed among the top 250 international contractors worldwide. Here in Namibia, China Jiangxi International has been active for 20 years, and we have completed 61 projects across the country. In 2019, we completed a 50 megawatt solar energy project in Garissa, Kenya. At this time, in partnership with us is Georgian Joint New Energy, a top-tier photovoltaic manufacturer, renowned for its extensive international experience and exceptional product quality. Together, I'm confident that our joint efforts will ensure the successful execution of this project, create more job opportunities, and make a significant contribution to Namibia's development.
And there you had it. A lot is really happening in and around the cities. As we all know, it's almost time for elections, and the parties are busy to let people know who they must vote. And it's almost time for elections, so they will be busy with their manifestos within a month's time. But before we do get carried away with the elections, we will have the wedding segment. And for this week's wedding segment, we are going to look into the Hindu wedding. So do stay tuned as we look at what the Hindu wedding looks like.
In today's wedding tradition segment, we look at Hindu weddings. Now, in Hinduism, marriage joins two individuals for the four aims of life: Dharma, Artha, Karma, and Moksha. Marriage is considered a spiritual partnership which unites the mind, bodies, and souls of the partners in this and future lives and builds sacred bonds between their two families. Many elements of the Hindu wedding ceremony have remained virtually unchanged for thousands of years. The ceremony consists of a series of rituals and ceremonies to promote righteous living and the sharing of values such as selfless love, kindness and compassion, honesty and fidelity, and mutual respect. Now, there are many elements and rituals both before and after the actual wedding ceremony, which vary by tradition, linguistic region, community, and family. While these vary from community to community, two of the more common pre-wedding ceremonies are the Haldi ceremony and the Mendi ceremony. The Haldi ceremony is a ritual in which a mixture of turmeric, oil, and water are applied to both the bride and groom prior to the wedding. Family members will wipe the mixture on the couple and offer their blessing and ward off any evil spirits so that they can start their new life obstacle-free. Now, wedding rituals embrace the 5 elements of nature and include invocations to the divine, followed by vows. It is conducted in the presence of a sacred fire representing the god of fire, and Agni, the god of fire, exists as a divine and impartial witness to the vows taken by the bride and groom and symbolizes the light of knowledge, which is the key to everlasting happiness. Now, fire dispels the darkness of ignorance, water nourishes life, earth dispels inauspiciousness, coconut symbolizes fertility, and sindoor symbolizes auspiciousness. While many of the rituals involve family elders or the women of the household, Hindu priests generally perform the actual marriage ritual.
And for the rituals, not okay, don't get. And there you had it. And for the WeChat segment, we are going to chat to the 3 contestants that made it to the top 3 of the Miss Okahanga Beauty Pageant. So let's have a look at what they had to say and what their focus will be as they got the top 3 prizes.
We are here with our top 3 after the crowning of Miss Okanya 2024 on Saturday the 7th of September. We have finally crowned our reigning queen for the Garden Town after 6 years of the pageant being dormant. So up next we'll be having the top 3 with their advocacy for the community and what they'll be doing for the remainder of the reigning term.
Good day, Okahanja. I am Yalana Shaw, your Miss Okahanja 2024. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to all the support and for the people that believed in me. Okahanja, we made this. Your Miss Okahanja 2024. Like I said, I'm advocating for teenage pregnancy, meaning trying to reduce it in our community. But I won't only be focusing on that, as there are other major problems that we are facing. With the help of our sponsors, organizers, and you, of course, we can work together and change and make a difference and a better place for our Garden Town. Your Miss Okahanja 2024. Thank you.
My name is Perla Rodriguez, and I am the first runner-up for Miss Okanya.
Thank you so much, Miss First Runner-up. Please tell us what inspired you to participate in the Miss Okanya pageant and how has this experience impacted you personally?
Well, I decided to compete for Miss Okanya because I was very motivated by my family. They were the reason that I started. But then as I was going along, I learned all these things about my town that I would like to help in. And my biggest issue probably is I would love to be a part of the community building. For example, helping our town be more out there so that the world can see Okanya more. And then as well as youth empowerment, because I feel like our youth, they have such bright futures, but they need someone to speak up for them whenever like they have something that they want to be voiced, and I feel like I could be that voice for them.
Thank you so much. How do you plan to use the platform and visibility gained from this pageant to contribute to your community or cause?
Well, like I said, my cause is youth empowerment and community development. So for our youth, I would like to have, I will plan on having youth days and having festivals, because our youth love to be interactive with each other, and I want to host those type of things so that our youth can interact with each other more and do productive things. And then for community building, our community is a very united community in my opinion, but we have our tendencies where we like to separate at certain points in time, and we only come together when there is something to come together about. So I feel like with me, I would like to bring light to that, and I would like to, bring something like I had this crazy idea, right, where I would have on traditional day we would have like a little festival where each tradition would have a little booth, and then you can learn from the different traditions. I honestly love learning from everyone, so I would love to see something like that in our town, and I plan on being the one to bring it.
Thank you so much. Sounds so interesting. I'm looking forward to it. What challenges did you face during the competition and how did you overcome them?
Oh, my biggest challenge was probably my nerves on that night. I was very confident, yes, but the nerves, it's probably the excitement and then the fear of I might just fall in my crazy high heels. But how I overcame it is I made youth empowerment actually, and then community development, so that our elderly and our youth can really, I want to break any sort of border that there might be between them, so that because we have so much to learn from the adults in our community, and the youth can also teach the adults a few things, and I feel like that way our community would really be a very strong one. I want to help our bond be better with each other.
My name is Roseanne Bakalau. I'm second runner-up in the Miss Okahanya 2024 pageant.
Thank you, Roseanne. Roseanne, can you tell us what inspired you to participate in the Miss Okahanya pageant and how has this experience impacted you personally?
Why I decided to start with the Miss Okahanya pageant is because I saw the need in the community, and with the new highway being built and reopened on last Friday, that Okahanya isn't getting enough tourism, isn't getting enough publicity for the beauty that we have in Okahanya. So I felt the need to get into the pageant and try to revive Okahanya's name as the garden town.
Thank you, Rosine. How do you plan to use the platform and visibility gained from this pageant to contribute to your community or your cause?
With the platform, I feel that we have a voice now, that the Okahanya community will give more, will respond better with someone with a title to help get the community back together so that we can all have a part of rebuilding Okahanya.
Rosine, thank you. That's beautiful. What challenges did you face during the competition and how did you overcome them?
First of all, the dress that needed to be made in such little time. I think that was the biggest thing that we all had. And then, no, I think that was all. And just getting your advocacy, the one that you really felt was needed. Because there are so many things that everyone feels that they want to touch on, but you need one to really get back to.
Okay, so Rosine, if you need one, can you then finally share the main advocacy or cause you are passionate about, and what specific steps or plans do you have on your pageant?
So I've always felt the elderly close to my heart. And then we also have not only one old age home here, and then there are also just people that are alone. And I feel like people just shove them away because they're older now. And I feel we can learn so much from the elderly. And we have so much to give back to them. I feel we owe it to them because they're alone, they're lonely, they don't have anyone caring for them. Okay, they do, but they don't have love. They don't have people that really care for them. So I feel we should give back to the older community, the people who started everything for us, our roots. And how I feel I'm gonna give back to them is try to get sponsorships, because Okahanya is mainly farmers are really important in the Okahanya community. And I feel if one farmer can donate one carcass, it doesn't matter if it's cattle or if it's game, we can do so much. Even just vegetables. Vegetables are also very helpful. Anything that you can do just to uplift the elderly community or sponsor something to them would just bring so much joy back to them.
Thank you so much, Rosine. It was wonderful having you here.
Celebrating 70 years of excellence. Willard Batteries made in South Africa. Visit our website at www.powerbat.com.na for more information.
And there you had it with Talk of the Town and the Hindu wedding segment. I must say, you guys must be informed by now. But as you all know, we are almost heading into the weekend. Like I would say, it's almost quarter to Friday, and we need to look out for things. But as we do at We Talk, we will bring you the virtual segment where we give you the coolest events that's happening in and around the country. So do have a look at the lowdown for this weekend.
It's the weekend, and while things are on the quieter side, there are still a number of things you can look forward to. On Friday, from 6:30, South Africa's Nadine performs at the Windhoek High School Hall. Tickets are between $120 and $500 via webtickets.com.na. As from 7, South Africa's Elsabe Zietsman presents the Afrikaans show Road Trip at Die Skuur in Mariental, with tickets costing $200 via eticket.my.na. On Saturday, as from 8, the Botanic Society hosts a guided walk through the Botanic Gardens in the capital until 11:15. Entrance is $20 for visitors and free for members. At 6, South African singer Nadine performs at the Leonardville Boerekuier in the Farmers Association Hall. Tickets include a meal. At 7, Elsabe Zietman presents the Afrikaans production Road Trip at the Visual Arts. The National Ceramics Biennale takes place at the National Art Gallery until September 28th, while Savannah Thrill, a collection of functional batik art and new products, can be viewed at the Omba Gallery of the Namibia Craft Centre until the end of the month. Enjoy!
And there you had it. It's a wrap for today's show, unfortunately. We always know that we keep you guys entertained, informed, and all sorts of things. But for today's episode, I hope you guys pick 2 or 3 things to inform the rest of the community members and family members as well. But I hope you also took 2 or 3 events that you'll attend this week, because we can't just be indoors every weekend. We need to be outside for a little bit of fresh air and just to take the family out for some fun time. But enough with that. I hope you guys don't miss the next episode, which is Thursday, 1:30, same time, same place, as I will bring more news for you guys. But for today, it's bye.